Hi, friends. Welcome to the show. It's the big show. Hope you're all doing good today. Uh, Before we start, I want to do a shout out to my friend Linda, who had hip surgery today. And I hope you're doing well. She probably won't be with us tonight because she's going to take a well deserved nap. But nonetheless, she made it through her hip surgery, and everybody is happy. It's a beautiful day in Minneapolis today. 50, sunny. You can't ask for much more than that. I'm just waiting for the old
Kind of bright in here.
man. Yeah, it is kind
Oh,
of bright.
I mean,
Oh,
hello there.
hello there.
I'm the old man.
I'm the MC.
We're the old man and the MC. I gotta go. It's crazy, all this light.
What are you gonna do?
The window over there's like the light is too much.
Now that we have this spring ahead, we got to get our. I don't think it looks bad.
No, I couldn't see. It was.
Oh,
shining
you
in
couldn't
my
see.
eyes, yeah.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, no, I didn't care the way.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
No, not a bit. Any
Yeah, we
viewers?
have Joe Carney. We
All
have
right.
Julie Carney. We have Hughesby.
Hughesby!
Yay,
All
Hughesby's
right,
back.
Hughesby's back, and you're gonna be in trouble.
Last week he was
Hey, La,
strumming
hey, La.
and singing.
Hughesby's back.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder. I think our lips might be in sync tonight.
I hope our lips are
Yeah.
in sync.
People don't like that, but what can we do? So we have a little mystery.
We have a mystery.
Yeah.
I thought I had solved it, but
Yeah, I was doing my Columbo thing the other day. I got. Excuse me, man. I just got one more question for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't appreciating it the other day when you were doing it.
Well, it
but
was
I
better the other day. That
appreciate
wasn't
it now.
very good. So, see this? You can
You
show
need to
it
be
to
more
them.
like Vanna. See
Okay,
this,
it's a little hard
friends?
to watch, right?
To watch.
Okay. So the other day, I get a package in the mail, and it's a watch, and
It's a really nice watch.
yeah. You tell me that I don't.
I don't know if it's a good brand, but it looks nice.
Yeah, and I don't. Last time I wore a watch, I was about 20 years old, but somebody sent me a watch, and
Somebody sent Dan a watch.
it was in this package here.
Uh-huh.
But there was nothing identified. It comes from the return address is Lee, Lee,
Huh?
147-03, 182nd Street, Jamaica, New York.
Maybe Lucy Lee sent it to you.
I don't think so.
Lucy, did you send this
Well,
to
if she
Dan?
did, that's great.
Hey, Drew Powell. How's it going?
All right, Drew.
Drew,
is in
you
the
didn't
house.
send this new watch
Yeah,
to
hey,
Dan,
Drew.
did you?
Yeah, mystery watch.
Mystery
So
watch.
I went through. You can track it.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't say who it's from, but
No.
the label on here got made. It's hard to read that.
Well,
but
it's really
we'll
hard to
say-
read that since that's the computer screen
Oh,
and
that's,
this is the camera.
oh yeah. Well, you did the same thing with the watch.
No, I didn't.
Oh, didn't you?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Anyway, so it was ordered. They made the label on February 1st, and then they sent it like away in March. But underneath this, you can see there's some Japanese writing. So I'm wondering if it came from Japan to begin with.
Maybe it's from Kenji.
Well, that's my only. Now it's my only guess because I had no idea who would sell me. And of course, it could be wired to explode. It could have
yeah.
poison in it.
It's really a nice
It's a nice
watch.
looking watch, but
Well,
I'm not.
Kenji?
Kenji,
We
was
don't
that
know.
you, Kenji?
Drew says it wasn't him.
It wasn't Drew. All
Drew.
right, good.
Okay, well, check that
That's
guy off the
yeah,
list.
well, cross him off the 7 billion
Suspect-
people or so.
suspect
On
list.
that. But I don't want to wear it until I know who it's from because I'm a little nervous that there'll be I read too many detective novels,
You're
and
thinking it has
they're
like
going to be
some
tracking me.
cyanide
Yeah,
or something on the back,
maybe
and it'll
it's
just
hard
get through your skin.
hard to say, but that's a
Oh,
mystery.
here, what else was in the box? Dusty had a funny comment. Bring the box over here.
What?
Where'd the box go? No,
Oh,
the
the
box
box.
it came in.
Oh, there was a little pillow.
It came in a little box, and Dusty said, "Look, it came with a little pillow." And then he was putting his head on the pillow like that.
Yeah,
It was quite funny. We could use this as a Barbie pillow if we played Barbies.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see.
I asked my son if it came from him,
Uh-huh.
and it did not.
Did not come from
No,
him.
it did not come from him.
Okay, well that's interesting. That's good to know. Let me just say,
Helen Huseby says time is a mystery.
time is such a mystery. I think that's okay. So we just got a little. We want to start out with this fellow here.
That hunk of love.
Woo! Yeah.
I'm glad.
But I love what happened. You probably heard about it, but I'm gonna. It's just like, so our president Biden, he's not quite as tight with Putin as the former president was.
Rootin' tootin' Putin.
And he accuses Putin of being a killer.
Yeah.
But I love Putin's defense. He had the "I'm rubber and you're glue. Everything you say sticks bounces off me and sticks on you" defense.
Classic
It's a classic defense. Yes. So I don't know. There's not much.
His didn't it? The translation was, "I know you are, but what am I?"
Yeah, well, it's just
Or
one of the,
takes one to
they're
know
just
one, or-
it takes, there's so many good ones, Yeah,
Your mama.
that always holds up in court,
Hey, I can still do it. There's still time to close both of my moving and exercise rings today.
Yeah, we didn't
Thank God
go
my
for
phone is reminding me to be healthy.
Right, we didn't go for a walk today.
Yeah.
So,
Takes one to know one.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you can't get anything better than that.
So anyway, all
Oh,
right.
Ellen
So
Wright is here.
who?
Ellen Wright.
Oh,
Quinn's
Ellen.
grandma.
Yeah, Ellen's here. Good. So I mean, sincerely good, not just good. Ellen's here. Okay. So anyway, here's our first kind of story.
Our first story. Okay.
So anyway, a man buys his wife a dress that's too small to make her lose weight. That was the goal. And let's just there's never a picture of her, which I think is nice, but there's a picture of him. So here's the deal. You be the judge. Okay.
In my head, I'm saying,
okay.
I'm fat, but you're ugly,
Yes.
and at least I can go on a diet.
Well, that's nice, but wait.
Okay. Oh, is this going to make me mad? I'll just anyway. Just go ahead.
Hear me out once again. Man bought his wife a dress that was too small to motivate her.
Oh,
to motivate her to lose weight.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I got
So
your
that's
motivation
always
right here,
good to
pal.
have a little motivation, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So on TikTok, he noticed that his wife had, and I'm quoting now, gained a little bit of weight lately. Okay. And so he surprised her with a gift that would motivate her to lose those extra pounds.
Mhm.
Okay. So now this video has now been shared over 17 million times. So if I could do something like this, that could happen. All right. I bought her a really nice dress, just a couple sizes too small.
A couple sizes.
He puts a note on it. It's for her birthday.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. And he says, I'm really looking forward to seeing you in this, thinking, it might motivate you.
It motivated her to walk right out that front door like this.
What it motivated her? So here was her response. So, well, anyway, I come home from work the other day and I saw a pack of condoms that were like way too big for me on the counter. Had a note on it that said, "I'm really looking forward to seeing you in these." Yeah, she was
10 out of
yeah,
10.
She was okay with taking care of herself. That's all I can say. All right, this video has been liked more than 2.5 million times.
Oh, way to go, sister.
28,000
Bravo.
comments.
Oh my God, that's so great. I
That
couldn't even.
is just what happened there.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so let's just say we have here, I guess that really is. Anyway, next up, I just wanted to say, ladies and gentlemen, we now turn to the penis report.
All penis all the time.
Let's go to our gal in the street, MC Hallis. All right.
Oh my God.
So tell us about what's been going on in the penis world.
Dan uses paper.
Oh yeah,
I use my phone.
She just memorizes the one story she comes up with each week. All right.
He just memorizes the one story he comes up with each week.
So do you want to keep the penis there, or
the penis can stay there?
All
I
right,
don't care.
Fine. Okay.
So I was looking through the news, and I rarely. Well, sometimes I find a headline that grabs me, but I'm not kidding you. This one was like, oh my God, plummeting sperm counts, shrinking penises, toxic chemicals threaten humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I had to see, where is this story from? Because I thought like the National Enquirer or something.
Once again.
No, friends. It is from The Guardian. And Erin Brockovich, you know, the environmental lawyer.
Yeah.
It's an op-ed, and she wrote it. This is like a real thing. It might be the end of humankind. It may be coming sooner than we think, thanks to hormone-disrupting chemicals that are, her words not mine, decimating fertility at an alarming rate. A new book called Countdown by Shanna Swan, an environmental and reproductive epidemiologist at the School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York, finds that sperm counts have dropped almost 60% since 1973, and with that trajectory, by 2045, sperm counts will reach 0. That ain't no good.
No.
And it's all caused by plastic and these forever chemicals that are in some plastics.
Okay. So you trying to cheer people up?
I'm trying to cheer people up, and as if that isn't bad enough, the chemicals are not only reducing sperm counts, but they're also, because they mimic testosterone, they're producing smaller penises and testicles. It causes smaller penis and testicles.
Well,
let's make this even just a little more scary. These chemicals are found on every continent on Earth. They're found in sea life and the animal kingdom. Oh, I see what you're doing there.
So this is what what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
They find this chemical in baby shampoo. What?
Yeah, it's 6 of one, a half a dozen of the other in terms of what science does for us or what we do to ourselves. I don't know. It seems like that'll take care of the population problem if there's no people left.
That is really that's really scary.
Right.
2045. That's not even that far away from now.
No.
I'll probably still be alive then.
I don't even know what to say. Good luck.
You'll be alive then too.
Oh, will I be here too?
Well, let's
Wait a
see.
second. How old will I
70,
be?
80,
21.
94, maybe
Oh,
95.
yeah,
you
I
could. You have
could be
potential.
here. Yes. We can do
That
that.
is really
No,
wacky.
no. But that's just one of our many problems.
Yeah, yeah. I know that, but I was just like, wow. And she says you can't count on the scientists and the lawmakers because if you outlaw one chemical, the scientists will just say, okay, well, here's a different one. You didn't outlaw this one.
Yeah.
So,
No. I
I
agree.
think we're in deep shit.
Yes. That would be my opinion as well.
Can you freeze sperm? Like you can freeze eggs, or can you only freeze fertilize? You can freeze fertilized eggs, but can you?
You
all-
asking me?
I don't know. It's all like the Handmaid's Tale.
I don't
to
know.
me.
We did some stuff with dry ice. This
Joe Carney says cloning.
cloning.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. It'll just be us over and over again forever. Perfect. Yeah.
Good idea.
How long do you think you can stand to listen to this show? Come on, give me a break. Oh, just kidding.
Hughesby says yes, sperm banks, but I didn't realize. Well, I guess I don't know the technology behind a sperm bank.
Mhm.
So thank you. You know what Bowler says.
There's a lot of science. Yeah, that is so true. So anyway, our pal Dusty.
Dustin, yeah.
Dustin.
Yep, I love that guy.
Okay, he's a great kid, right?
Dustin is a great kid.
But everybody thinks he's nuts on this one count. Okay?
Okay.
And whenever I get a new car, and for years afterwards even,
Yeah.
he hates the smell.
Yeah.
It drives him crazy.
And and it's serious. Every time he gets in Dan's car, which Dan has had for over a year, long enough to crash into the garage door, I might add.
Okay, we don't need to talk about it. That's not on the list. I have a list of things we're talking about tonight.
Perfect.
That's not it.
And Dusty does, every time he gets in the car, he's like, oh my God, I
he's
hate the smell.
apparently very sensitive.
He's a sensitive
Well,
guy.
little did we know that the new car smell is the scent of carcinogens, and even short trips may overexpose us.
No wonder we don't have any sperm.
Yeah, yes, indeed. So I don't want to dwell too long on this because certainly the sperm count story is much more significant. But Dusty may be onto something. It appears that particularly the new car smell, benzene and formaldehyde make up some of that, and it doesn't take much to kind of give you a little more of it than you need. How much formaldehyde does a person need?
Really?
That's my question. Like what's the minimum daily
recommended
dose of formaldehyde? I don't know. So that's.
Hughesby says, "Ooh, new story. Dan in the garage store."
Oh, you missed that one, Hughesby.
Dan versus the garage store.
Yeah, that was.
It was a while back.
You know
Hughesby.
what? I'm just going to tell you, Hughesby. I would suggest you put your car in park before you get out of it. That's all I'm going to say.
Just a little FYI, little news to the world.
Okay. And I hate to tell you this. Well, I'm going to tell you this, but well, here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It keeps coming back. This thing with the baby names.
Okay.
Like last week, it was somebody misnaming their kid. I think the week before there was something about that. So do I have a headline for that? Yeah, I think I do. So hang on here. So anyway, nurse is appalled by unusual baby names and takes extreme measures to talk parents out of it. Okay, all right. Like we all got our preferences. You didn't like Cosmo Chaos or whatever it was last week, or Triptych.
I did not like Triptych.
You weren't too happy about that, but anyway. And these stories. I tell you, they just come out of England.
Can I just tell you one little story about name stories?
Sure.
It's nothing new, really. Well, my dad went to school at Oliver School, kindergarten, his little friend Laszlo Nagy was in school. And
Laszlo, yeah,
Laszlo,
okay.
and the teacher told Laszlo to go home, and he could return when he got a Christian name.
Yeah, so you see,
See, this is a long-standing issue.
to me, that teacher was a lot like you, you know.
Me?
She said that I don't like that name. I don't want the kid having that name. I want them to get a better name. And
just because I said that last week?
I just, that's all.
Triptych is a stupid name, Dan. Laszlo is at least...
Well, apparently the teacher didn't think so.
Well, she was dumb. That was back in 1936.
Okay, all right. So anyway, if you want to weigh in on this,
anybody want to weigh in on this?
Let us know, because I found some.
Okay, what happened with the nurse?
Okay, so the nurse midwives recently, she in a Reddit forum, she asks, "Nurse and midwives of Reddit, have you ever tried to talk new parents out of a baby name? And if so, what is it?" Okay, well, more than 3,000 people responded to this. And so here are, one says, she stopped a couple from naming their baby after a toilet. Okay.
Bidet.
They were gonna name their baby latrine.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a hole in the ground where soldiers take a dump, And so, however, so I would say that ranks below Triptych or Chaos. Like those names that those boys had last week were pretty good, I thought. Anyway, the parents were horrified. They didn't know what a latrine was.
Oh, good thing.
So, they were horrified. They changed the name to Katrina, and then 2 days later, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans.
Oops, that's bad.
Now, another one tried to talk these people out of naming their kid Monster Galileo. Galileo's a pretty decent name, and which is what the kid goes by. But still, if your name is Monster, they thought that might be a little problem in school. I don't know. But my favorite. Okay, now we're coming to my favorite.
Now we're coming to your favorite.
I have a false leg. My parents had to be talked out of calling me Peggy.
Oh my God, is my dad naming babies now? That would be totally something my dad would have done.
Yes, right, okay. Oh, yes, well, given the fact that he told you needed a 2, they didn't make 4 fours because you needed a 2-2. That I wouldn't be surprised if you'd had a false leg. They would have called you Peggy. There's another one where they wanted to name their kid Colin with a quirky spelling, and they ended up they wanted a colon. Yeah. The nurse helped them down from that.
That would be. Yeah.
And then this other one said, well, there's a few others like Killer, Syphilis, and Sweet Prayer Sunrise. So, I think
out of all of them, Sweet Prayer Sunrise.
And somebody wanted to name their daughter Sunshine, and actually Edie, one of her baptism names, is Sunshine, is thrown in there somewhere.
Sunshine, that's an okay name. Better than Triptych.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know.
I'm giving you resting bitch face.
Okay.
I noticed on the.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure
I better
everybody's
stop doing that.
Happy about that. Okay, now I have like an actual nice story.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you must.
And so check out this lady.
Okay.
Nice lady. Okay. Well, in 1957, her name is Betty, and she was growing up in Whitestone, Queens. She loved the library. Her parents were Czechoslovakian and not too familiar with American culture, so it was just a great world for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she had this book that she checked out on, the due date was July 10th, 1957. It was
I can see where this
it
is
was
going.
on Paul Bunyan, and
Blew
somehow
off.
it didn't get turned back in, and she was so embarrassed she didn't know what to do. So she kept it and she kept it and she kept it. Got lost in the shuffle, but it kept coming back, and so just recently, she returned it to the library. She now lives. She's like a professor of, uh,
Library science.
yeah, something like that,
Yeah,
literature
okay.
in Wisconsin.
Oh.
But she sent it back to the library in Whitestone, New York, and also sent a check for a donation of $500 to the library.
Really nice.
63 years overdue, but
You know, when kids would take books from my
Mhm.
classroom, which they were allowed to do, read books from my bookshelf,
Mhm.
sometimes they would go on for like 7 years.
Yeah,
And then some, student would come back, Miss Alice, I'm graduating from high school. I found this in my room.
right. Well,
And
that's the thing. It says here people have a very difficult time throwing books away.
yeah.
And so lots of times, majorly overdue books are returned to the library, but rarely 63 years later to the same library by the person who checked it out.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
And of course, then they bring up the Seinfeld episode where he is in trouble for having Henry Miller's Tropic of Cancer 20 years overdue, and the library cop comes and tries to get him. That was one of the many great episodes of Seinfeld.
That's funny. Alan Huseby must know somebody named Nobby. Nobby Johnson. Nobby Johnson.
And what's the
Nobby?
Oh,
For a
that's a
name.
name. That's
Yeah.
a name, Nabi. Oh yeah, there's lots of. See, I had a student named Fufa.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but Fufa wasn't from here, so you're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's an ethnic name from wherever
Mhm.
you're from. Nobby Johnson, that guy's just living in South Minneapolis. That's not an ethnic name. That's just weird.
Okay, all right. Well,
Either that or they're trying to name Nabia.
I got a
is
feeling.
butterfly in
I got a
Korean.
feeling this is going to come up again in the future.
Names.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm a hog. Joe Carney.
I'm a hog.
The
Yeah.
Hog Sisters.
Real name. Yes, exactly. A totally real name.
Dan taught travesties.
Okay. Travesties, yeah. Well, his parents had a sense of humor, I
Yeah.
think, because it takes a while to think. You got to think about that. Wait a second, the kid's name is Travesties? Travesties, yes. Okay. What?
Huseby said, when I taught high school, one of my students dropped out after being arrested for assault. The principal asked Huseby to get the science book back from the kid. Yeah, I got your science book right here, principal.
Here. Okay.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Okay, so here is
Huseby said he just offered to pay for it.
Yeah. I'll just
Yeah.
Right. I would do that. Just
Good
safety
thinking.
first, Huseby.
Safety
That's what I'd say.
first.
So anyway, this guy is what's my son do, Mike? He's an accountant. This guy's an accountant.
CPA.
Okay, so here is kind of what happened in
Is
this
he showing off his
situation.
Vaccine.
No. He's just. This is an accountant because this poor barista got the IRS came after her for $8 million.
Holy buckets.
Yeah, she's like
$8 million.
seven. Well, first of all, okay, it's this happened in Canada. This is not the IRS.
Okay.
This is the CRA, Canada Revenue Agency.
Mm-hmm.
So she owed $8 million in taxes from her job. Bukatova is her name.
Mm-hmm.
She works in a coffee shop. Made about $17,000 last year, and she got then they froze her account and took all her money.
That would piss me
Oh
off.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
bad.
So getting your stimulus check a little late doesn't seem really
No,
bad
it
compared
doesn't
to
seem
having
bad,
owing the government $8 million for something you didn't do.
Right.
All I can say is that she thought it was just a scam. It's like one of these freaking scams. She's getting these phone calls. It's like, I'm not answering your stupid phone calls.
The
It's
IRS
like, yeah,
would
and
like you to call them.
also, Buka Tova, we are trying to get a hold of you about the extended warranty on your
Your car.
car. Yeah, no, so that's that was kind of it did happily get straightened out.
I was going to say, did it take 6 years and
I
she had to file for
no,
bankruptcy
it wasn't
twice?
that long that it took, but she needed that guy, and they probably didn't say, "Oh, here's some extra money for your trouble for having your
Probably not.
funds," blah blah blah, whatever they do. So yeah, that was that, and I guess there's just one more little thing I wanted to talk about because this is so freaking wacky too. All right, here we go. Russian lawmakers approve an initial reading of a bill allowing accidental corruption.
Accidental corruption.
You gotta watch out for that accidental corruption.
I was accidentally corrupted.
Telling you that right now because that's just embarrassing. Like, yeah. So yeah.
Oops, I did it again.
I'm
I
sorry.
played with your money.
It takes care of cases where like they were accidentally corrupt. I don't really want to get into it because it's kind of boring, but it's like we started off with I remember your glue, everything you say bounces off me and sticks on you, and it kind of makes it like they legalize that now. Yeah.
I think if I can see the TV correctly, did the Tar Heels beat Wisconsin, or did Wisconsin beat the Tar Heels?
No, that's first half.
Oh, first half.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's not get too excited. Let's not get too excited, indeed.
CNCAA tournament, people!
All right. Well, before we go on to the jokes, I just want to remind you.
Huseby says, "Oops, I embezzled."
Yeah, right. Oops. Yeah. See. Yeah. We're brought to you again by Herpes. Don't leave home without it. Where's Mr. Lambert when you need him? You know? Let me say this. Okay, so now it's joke time. It's that time of the show where we have jokes. And as you know, this week was
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a difficulty here, and that is, of course, so many jokes are based on stereotypes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Do you know any stereotypes about the Irish?
No.
Well, I do. First of all,
they drink a lot.
I am.
They're super sexy.
At least 1/8 Irish, if not more. So I know what the stereotypes are. Okay.
You mean and you do fit the super sexy stereotype.
I so do, don't I? Yeah. Anyway, so my niece, Tlani, she isn't here tonight.
No, Tlani does not appear to be here tonight.
She sends me these jokes. She doesn't even show up.
She must be skiing.
There's one, and why? It's why are there so few good lawyers in Ireland?
I don't know.
It's
why?
because none of them can pass the bar. Okay,
Don Quixote
but that's not.
Hear
no,
that.
no. And that's my. But my. I got another one. Okay. So Tommy O'Ryman and Brian O'Lambert.
Tommy O'Ryman.
Yeah, they're at Wally O'Quinamone's funeral.
Oh,
and,
poor Wally.
Afterwards, Brian, he turns to Tommy and he says, that was a that was a lovely, lovely funeral. Would you, when I die, would you pour a bottle of some, a good bottle of scotch over me, over my grave? And Tommy says, sure, you don't mind if I run it through my kidneys first, do you? And it's sad that Brian isn't here because
No,
it's like
that
a
would have been
perfect
a good
joke
for him.
for him. But
Hughesby, if you're watching the Big Ten tournament and you like how the television, how it looks on your television, that's thanks to my nephew Glenn.
Glenn
he's
is
producing.
He's there. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been great, and whoa, but
We're out.
time
We're
to
out.
go. We will be back next week, won't we? Yeah.
We will be back
All
next
right.
week.
Good. Good. How do we turn off? Stop screaming.
Stop the
No, streaming. Yeah,
streaming.
stop streaming.
Bye,
Okay.
friends.
So long, everybody. Linda, if you watch this later, I hope you're feeling better.